Hello.
And we're back to another season of Cross-ExAnime, episode 2.
Season 3, episode 2, I guess.
Did I say season 2?
Yeah. Or no, you just said another season, episode 1.
Dude, this week was
boy.
actually... So we said last week what we're watching this week, it's the A tier list.
Mm-hmm.
The B tier list isn't bad. It's just, there's only like one episode out for each one.
Yeah.
These are the only ones that have at least like 2 episodes out, minus Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro.
Mm-hmm.
Nagatoro?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
Yeah.
I also picked up one of those pineapple things that we got. Yeah.
Might as well start with My Hero first.
Trash. Literally the first episode, here's all the cast, here's all their
the
quirks.
first episode is always
Then
like
the
that.
third episode is, here's the class B and all their quirks. It's like, come the on, dude.
It's been a while since you've dealt with some of them.
Come on. Also, I understand they're not the main heroes, but at least make their uniforms look cool. It's like, all their uniforms fucking suck minus the guy from class C.
Mm-hmm. Who's trying to be a hero?
I pulled up my hero notes. Hitoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Hitoshi from... Dude, he is one of my favorite heroes, though. The biggest come-up story from, like, yeah, you can use your quirk for bad things, and he still wants to use it for good, despite all the fucking bullying.
Mm-hmm.
And Deku was bullied because, he's a nerd. This guy was bullied because he had no other way of fixing it.
Yeah. Episode 2 did have a little bit of a surprise that Hawks is basically undercover in the League of Villains.
You didn't see what I wrote, but I got so pissed. I was like, this motherfucker's a spy for the villains? Fuck this dude. Then like 10 seconds later, they're like, yeah, you're going undercover. I'm like, oh, okay, thank God. Okay, he's a good guy.
Yeah, that was one of those, like, he's bad? No. So, yeah.
At least he's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going undercover, which is a cool... I wonder what they're going to do with that, because they're going to be doing, obviously, the Deku storyline. And they always do the villain storyline, but now it seems like Hawk's getting grouped more in.
Mm-hmm.
Because episode 2 was mainly what's going on in the world, because this season's supposed to be, 24 episodes?
25.
25. So it's understandable that the first 3 episodes are like, we're setting it up for the rest of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now we're getting a mini tournament arc, you could say.
Yeah, kind of.
Because episode 3, after they introduce the people, they're doing 4v4 fights.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 5 groups?
Yeah, yes.
So they might just be doing a group per episode. So we might get 5 episodes of just...
God, I hope not. That's a lot of episodes. I think
it is, but I think it's going to show their progress, because the thing is...
I think that what they may do is they'll show this next week, which the show's airing on Saturday. Fucking Saturday is so packed with shows. There's like 4 or 5.
86, My Hero, To Your Eternity.
To Your Eternities, a couple days after. It's Tokyo Revengers is on Saturdays. I think there's something else as well. It's fairly heavily stacked. I think what they might do is they'll show the current fight of him as like a defender, and then they'll do like the supercut, and then they'll do him with versus Deku, because I don't see why they wouldn't focus heavily on their interaction, because they seem to be.
They've put main characters with kind of secondary characters in every single one. They didn't put a whole bunch of main characters in one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the big difference. Because before, when they did the actual tournament arc, it was, here's kind of the electric guy. I wish I knew their names. I wish I would have paid attention in that episode.
Dinky? I have the list up.
Oh. So, electric dude was fighting Vine Girl.
Yeah.
And, that was literally, I think, a 6-second scene. It was like a 20-second scene.
Look, he's also an idiot, and, basically...
But I think they'll probably do something like that, but the episodes will focus on basically a whole bunch of 1v1s. Because already at the end of episode 3, you see Hitoshi, the mind control guy. The Beast, literally, have you seen the picture of the Beast Titan from Attack on Titan? That's what everyone's saying. Like, oh shit, I didn't know the Beast Titan was this episode. And they're like, what's your name? I'm Beast. It's like, okay. Settle down, my hero. We fucking get it. You like Attack on Titan. But no, it's super interesting to see what the other people's quirks are. Like people you only saw, you didn't know what their actual quirks were. And they introduced some new people that obviously you had only seen in a still.
Yeah, Beast is kind of one of them. I don't think
Beast is one, and then the guy riding on his back was another. But like I said, they're still pairing up one person you know with people you don't know that much about. Especially like the one guy in Class A that can talk to animals. He's only said a few lines in the couple seasons they've been on. And now he's actually getting like full sentences and explaining stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to see more of their character growth and their skill growth.
Look, honestly, the thing I'm the most like curious about is I was super invested with Deku and the dream sequence and stuff that like was going on with like all of his predecessors.
That was like the first half of the third episode.
Yeah. And even like his conversation with All Might of like,
and no one's
I never directly spoke with him. Like I know seeing like individuals, but like
you do find out that
really interesting.
The original holder of All for One and One for All are brothers, and then that's where it kind of went off from. Now I don't know if One for All got his powers from All for One. That's what it kind of seems like, 'cause he gives him like the power when he's doing the whole holding his head thing. But you kind of get an understanding of what All for One's kind of dream is. Like, if people want to have powers, I'll give them to you. If people don't want powers, I'll take away your powers. In a more like
a very villain-esque way. Like, people are willing to kill for me. I didn't have to tell them. And it's like, you're a monster.
Yeah, he's trying to play the thing of God. So you do see the past couple heroes, and I think they only animated the people that you have seen flashbacks of, because you see Deku, All Might's teacher, and then two other guys, and then one of them is like yellow with a stencil outline, and then the two before are blacked out.
One of them, the one that's yellow, is supposed to be All Might. I know that, because that's what they had said during, where it's like, you know, All Might, you were there, you were just blurred like yellow. But the first two were also like obscure, and I think it might be like not a villain. I think it's one of those scenarios where individuals are obscured because they're still alive. Like All Might is still alive, so like everyone else, like the teacher, is confirmed dead. So that may be like a specific hint of like, you know, these guys are still live. Like,
I was kind of wondering if
no one quite knows what happened to them, kind of thing.
The two blacked out ones are the ones that didn't know they had this power. And I'm thinking maybe those are the two that had the power taken from them, combined and then given to, because All Might technically has like two types. Like All Might specifically has two types of powers. He can get big, which is his actual power, like he can turn into a muscular dude. But then the One for All is the actual power, like that gives him the super power. Because he can get buffed by himself, but he can't do like Detroit Smash anymore.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I know there's supposed to be like 8 of them in that list, 8 or 9.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. I know specifically that there were like 3 of them that just weren't visible. One of them being All Might, and then like the first 2 originators of the first like pass on. So,
sorry, this drink is weird because there's bits. I'm not used to drinking something where it's like, I hope to God you're not supposed to drink this with something else. That's about it for my hero. Not much else happened.
It's super interesting. I'm way more invested in the actual like what's going on with Deku and like the One for All kind of plot line than I am the mini tournament arc right now. But that's just because it's like a super fascinating world building aspect that's going to be way important later, and I'd wish they'd focus on it more. But I get why they're.
I apologize for the sneeze. But you ever sneezed and just immediately felt like, holy shit? Clear. Yeah. Sorry. The next big show we were talking that's in week A is, so also really quick, I forgot. I don't know if I explained this too well, but these shows that we talk about, we won't talk about them again for another 3 weeks, because we just thought, you know, every other week was still too short of a time period. So we're going to do 2 weeks of regular shows and then a special, then back to.
Mm-hmm.
So
Next week will be a little off, though.
Yeah, because of the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah.
Combatants will be dispatched. I got a beef with it. I got big fucking beef with it. Yes. Episode 2. You saw episode 2, right? There wasn't a third episode, was there, today?
No.
Okay, so episode 2. Big beef with it. Let's fight. Wait a minute. Let's talk. No, wait. Let's talk. No, let's fight. What the fuck was up with the pacing in episode 2? It's like they're getting in a fight. He fights for like literally 3 seconds, and then he doesn't fight. And it's like...
Yeah, it's supposed to be, I'm assuming, kind of one of those, like, he's a coward. Like, any of the evil points that he's done is just all petty shit. Where it's like,
he
I'll
said
show
that's
you
what it
my
was.
panties. And like, I see you anyways kind of thing.
I love it because you can hear the ding of getting the points.
Yeah.
Like the main character, Kazuma 2.0, anytime he does something bad, he gets evil points, and then you use those evil points to exchange them for items.
I think he's just kind of referred to as Agent 6 or just 6.
He's Agent 6, and the girl is Alice on there. And basically, I got confused at first. So they're on Earth, and then they get teleported to another planet that's like Earth.
Mars. It's supposed to be Mars.
Is it? They just said another planet that was closest that's in the solar system that's like this. I don't think they said it was Mars. Kind of looks like Mars from this, but it's the next closest planet that's like Earth. So they're going to see if they can take over that planet for this company that they work for. So anytime they send a team, there's a spy, and then they're accompanied by someone else. And he is, Agent 6 is technically a spy. And he gets sent with this robot being named Alice.
Mm-hmm.
And the show is pretty funny off the bat. Like the first episode, that was actually kind of funny. One of my favorite moments in the first episode is they're getting in this teleporter to send them to this other world. And the scientist is like, okay, it's worked 100% of the time. And then Agent 6 is like, how much have you tested this? She's like, it's got 100% success rate. He's like, how many times have you tested this? Is it in the single digits? She's like, listen, if I tested more, then it'd be below 100%. And he's like, what? And then just to work. So I was like, wow, this seems like most of the stuff that we do.
Yeah, it's that was pretty funny. I do think because
Alice is a bomb.
Yes, she's the characters that you get introduced. Of course, they kind of immediately start like a group. Snow, who is a demoted military knight.
She's basically like second in command to the princess.
Not no more.
Not more. Now Agent 6 is kind of second in command.
Mm-hmm. And then they have they choose the 2 people from the military that have the highest kill rate.
One is Rose, which is a chimera.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Grim, who is a wizard or a witch. Or
yeah, she's a witch.
She's in a wheelchair, and it turns out she's just kind of frail-ish, and her legs get tired. Her legs work, man.
They work. She's just lazy as shit.
Yeah, you find that out later after he's like carrying her everywhere, and it's like, you mean your legs work? Because she kicks someone.
Yeah, her legs work, but sometimes like she has these spells she can cast, and sometimes they'll have the reverse effect on her, which is why she's typically in a wheelchair. And apparently it takes a lot for her to die, because at one point she gets her head just smashed in by this giant whatever.
Demon.
Yeah, demon. One of the elite 4 of the demon army, which I was like, oh, Pokemon Elite 4. Fuck yeah. She gets her head smashed in. That's where we start the combat in episode 2. After the combat's over, he's like, I can't believe she's dead. And it's like, nah, she'll be fine. They put some offerings down in this temple, and then she comes back live. She's like, oh, what's up, my guy?
Yeah.
And then he starts earning evil points because they're just driving around like the couples area.
Knocking shit over.
Yeah, knocking shit over, and he's just earning more and more points, which is an interesting concept that he's still evil, but he's trying to do good, but he can't earn points to help do good things.
Mm-hmm.
He did earn some evil points where at one point, this is episode 1, they're in the kingdom, and they're like, oh yeah, it doesn't rain anymore, so crops have been pretty shit, so we have to buy water from other kingdoms. And there's this giant like cube that's just a rain machine from the old war, because you get a hint that there was an existence before this, because there's a tank. There's like an old beat up tank. They're like, oh yeah, only the ancient ones know how to use these. And there's this weather machine, and then Alice, she's a robot that's helping Agent 6, but she looks like a regular person. She goes and fixes it, and it says, what's the password to activate the machine? So he changes the name of the machine to Dick Festival.
Yeah.
And then he gets summoned in front of the king, and it's like, you know what? We would kill you, but we need you because of plot. It doesn't say because of plot, but I was fucking dying in the other room. And Calvin's like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, Dick Festival.
Yeah,
immature 2-year-old.
There's a couple jokes that have been pretty good. I do think the pacing is a little fast.
Oh, it's way off. It's like fast, slow, fast, slow, fast. It could be done much, much better.
Yeah, it's got 12 episodes. I'm interested to see how it goes. You can definitely tell, like, if someone after the fact was like, yeah, this is the guy that wrote Konosuba, it's like, I guess that episode 1. Like, there's very much
like the pacing of it, the way the characters act. Like, the dude literally reminds me of like a scummier version of Kazuma.
Yeah.
I mean, Kazuma's pretty scummy, but the whole thing of, I'm going to name it Dick Festival. What are you, a child? I'm like, yeah, Kazuma would do that shit too.
Should probably move on. That one's pretty.
It's only 2 episodes. I like it so far. I don't think it's going to be my favorite, though, if the pacing keeps going like this, because episode 2 was all over the place.
Yeah.
So hopefully the next episode's pretty. Konosuba season 1 was pretty fucking on point.
Yeah. Don't toy with me, Miss Nagatoro.
Dude, I fucking love this show already. Like, episode 1, you meet our main character, dude. I forget his fucking name, because she keeps calling him, Nagatoro keeps calling him senpai. Senpai. She's got the weird, like, crazy girl eyes where, like, one pupil's huge and one's tiny and shit. And I fucking love it because, like, the show starts, our main character, MC, is going into the library just to study. One point, his book bag falls over.
His name is Naoto.
Naoto?
Yeah.
I'm just calling him Senpai. That's what she calls him all the time.
What about Hachikuchi?
Ooh, Coochie. Yeah, I'll call him
Not
Coochie.
Coochie, you fucking...
I'm the degenerate. Dude, I actually really, where are my notes for? It's at the bottom. I actually wrote very few notes for this because there was only 1 episode. But at one point he's in the library. Another girl, like, there's this group of girls in the library being fucking annoying. Then he notices them, so he sits far away. Another girl comes up to the library to grab a book near him. He decides to, like, get up and I think leave. Knocks over his book bag and a manga falls out. So he's a manga artist. And that's when he starts getting bullied. All the other girls leave. And then we start our official story with Nagatoro bullying Senpai.
Yes.
And that's the whole point of, like, don't toy with me, Miss Nagatogo. Because he keeps calling her Miss. What?
Nagatogo.
Togo. Oh, whatever. What's her? God, I'm just
Nagatoro.
I'm just calling her Toro. Or Miss. He calls her Miss and she calls him Senpai.
What about Hayase?
Hayase?
Yeah, because that's her first name.
Listen, crazy bitch. So crazy bitch, like, that's literally the whole episode. Just her teasing the fuck out of him and bullying him in the episode.
Man, she's got a solid tan going on. Because at
She
one
does.
point she, like, teases him with, like, would you like me to do, like, a nude thing?
Yeah,
and she gets, like, unbuttoned.
See the
and
difference?
You're like, fucking tan line. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was watching it. My favorite part was definitely in the, like, after the library scene. There's then the art club scene. That's, like, my favorite scene because he's there drawing her and you watch it like, wow, he actually drew her pretty nice. Like, actually drew her. And he's like, well, you got a problem drawing thighs?
Yeah.
And he's getting all nervous. She's like, I'll give you a reward. And you're like, oh, shit, is she actually going to kiss him? She leans in, like, to do the whole kiss thing. She's like, what, you think I was actually going to kiss you, you fucking virgin?
Yeah. I do like this. I've seen the 2 other shows that are kind of on a similar concept. One would be Uzaki-chan.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that I can't think of. The one that was, like, before both of those.
I think I know what you're talking about. I just remember the name of it.
Yeah.
I can picture it in my head. It's basically just, like, teasing them a lot. Which the show's hilarious because they know the line between, like, teasing, bullying, and just, fucked up. Like,
Yeah, I think Nagatoro is slightly less annoying than Uzaki, and that's what makes it a bit more enjoyable for me specifically.
oh, and she keeps playing at the fact that like he's not really a man. Like she's more of like a more manly figure than what he is on there. He's like super frail. Because at one point she like goes to fucking smack him on the back and he just like rolls down the hill into the river. She's like, oh shit, he's actually kind of light. Gets up and he's like, wow, you don't get mad? Yeah, I love the show. Episode 1 already has me fucking hooked on it.
Mm-hmm.
Characters are pretty good. And the ending, did you listen to the ending? I don't know if that's actually the ending or their opening, but the song at the end, I really fucking like that shit.
Yeah. I think I'm thinking of, by the way, it's teasing Takagi-san. Similar.
You have a picture?
Yeah. They're much younger.
Yeah.
I think it's more
You mean Forehead McGee?
Yeah, I think it's more kind of along on Takagi-san than Uzaki, because she's not like crazy annoying, but it's kind of a mix in between. So, it's pretty good so far. I'm interested to see more. I know that this was very highly like requested, and people were surprised.
I need to order that manga tonight because I want to know. I don't know. I kind of want to read ahead because I really like it. It's very rare that I immediately watch one episode. I'm like, I want the fucking manga.
All right.
You do Fruits Basket, and then I can talk about.
Yeah, I'll let you do Megalobox first.
But I'm getting so hyped for Megalobox.
You fucking, we'll end on like.
Okay, so we're fucking back, baby. Back with fucking Joe, dude. Like I said last time, I was never expecting a season 2 of fucking Megalobox, and I fucking got it. And I thought it was gonna be bad, but immediately, what are we in? We're in 2 episodes in. At the time we're recording this, I think a 3rd episode might have come out today, but I'm not sure. So you start the whole show, and the dude looks like Joe, sounds like Joe, acts like Joe, which means his name is Nomad and not Joe. But it actually is Joe. Like, he's hiding his identity as the world champion Megaloboxer. Mm-hmm. Megalobox is like the giant tournament they had, and he won the first ever one with no gear. Mm-hmm. And apparently the story takes place, I think it's 3 years after the events of the first one. And Joe's having a hard time. Like, it's weird because shows that show like people with mental problems or like having like a hard time mentally adjusting to something that happened. Mm-hmm. That's like the first whole episode of the show is Joe taking medications, getting drunk, passing out, getting in fights to work past his problems rather than actually deal with them. Mm-hmm. But at least while they're working through those problems, you get to see Joe beat the fuck out of people like he used to. Like, he's using gear again instead of being Gearless Joe because he doesn't want people knowing that he is Gearless Joe. And people suspect he is. Mm-hmm. But apparently, like, when he used to box, he had very short hair. Or he kind of had somewhat puffy hair, but it was pretty short. No beard, no mustache. He didn't have the scars on his face that he does now. But now that he's underground boxing again, he's just doing it for the money to get the drugs and then whatever. He's got full-on beard, full-on fucking afro. But the cool thing is he meets this guy. I don't know if I wrote down his name. I don't even know if they said his name. But it's this other, like... So Megalobox Season 1 had more of kind of like a jazzy slum kind of feel. Season 2 has very much of a Latino, like Latin America kind of feel to it. The music, the way they do the lighting, and the way they do the dialogue. Which is very similar to like kind of how Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo. It's all kind of more based around the mood in the songs rather than the characters. Mm-hmm. Meets this other dude, this like Spanish dude that was singing in a bar. Then Joe fights him the next night. The dude fakes a fight because Joe says he doesn't fight rigged fights because he was done with that. Like that was part of his deal when he originally quit in season 1 doing his rigged fights was to do fair fights. Meets this dude. Then the dude walks away and then, Joe kind of gives up on him. Then Joe gets his bike stolen from this fucking kid. And then because of plot, oh, wow. Joe finds the kid in this abandoned town with a whole bunch of immigrants. And, man, they hit it hard. They're like, fuck these immigrants, taking all of our jobs. I'm like, wow, kind of sounds like a certain country we live in now. But, no, Joe wakes up in this slum town, meets this babe of a girl, but it's her kid. And then surprise, surprise, that dude he fought the night before that threw the fight, he meets Joe, and now we're on to the main plot of the story of, this dude wants to save this. They're living in an abandoned amusement park, but now it's going up for auction, and the only way to get enough prize money is to win the new Megalobox tournament. I'm like, and watch fucking Joe fight again? Like, this is one of the few shows where I'm actually in my room, like, standing up, like, come on, Joe, just fucking... I know it's an anime, but I was getting fucking into it. That's like that, what was it, the Evan Dower fight? You're sitting there like, come the fuck on, you can do it.
Why do you pronounce everything so weird? It's Endeavor.
Oh, whatever. Shut the fuck up. I'm here for content, not for correctness. No matter how bad that content is. But dude, the best part was at the end of the episode, Joe like drives away because the kid's mom makes the kid rebuild his bike. She tries to pay him back. Joe hands him it back. He's like, nah, you gave me a place to sleep. And now Joe's clean off drugs. He's like, whatever. So he fucking drives away. And you're like, oh, shit. So we're not going to actually get to see Joe fight. We're going to watch this other fucking dude fight. Dude's practicing, and out of nowhere, like a fucking classic anime trope, Joe walks up like, yo, you need help? That's it. That's episode 2. We're done. That's it. There was no episode 3.
Not yet.
No, but dude, I'm so fucking pumped. I even was like looking up wallpaper, like my wallpaper is changing on one of my monitors to fucking Megalobox, Joe versus the guy from season 1 boxing. Oh, I fucking love boxing anime. I don't like boxing in real life. I think it's weird, but I didn't realize my collar was still popped.
The fucking... All right, we'll move on to Fruits Basket before we end. Man, this show has like one of those moments where it immediately starts off from season 2, where it's a big revelation. The Soma family is a lot of their members, like core
is that
members.
the cat family or is that the dog family?
What do you mean?
The Soma family?
They're all Somas.
Oh, they all are?
Yeah.
Oh,
so every member of the Zodiac, being like the boar, chicken, rat, cat, like they're all Somas. And then you have the head of the family, who isn't a Zodiac, but is basically the master of the Zodiacs, Akito. And they are vindictive and evil and basically looks at them as possessions. Like, they literally sleep with any of the ones that they want. The core adult ones.
So they're a furry?
No. Like, the adult versions of them. Because she can embrace them without them turning into an animal.
They're still an animal at heart. So that makes them furry.
No. Like, that's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
But, one of the core revelations at the end of the last season is one of them has had their chain broken. So they can no longer be a Zodiac. They can't physically turn into that Zodiac anymore.
Isn't that a good thing? Don't they prefer
Yes.
not to turn?
Well, that chain is broken. They're free. Yeah. So that was a super big revelation, and even I kind of was trying to be coy with the wording. But Akito has always been raised as a boy, and everyone refers to Akito as like the male kind of in a male reference, but Akito is actually a girl.
What?
It's kind of easy to tell for the anime because it is voiced by a woman.
So he's a she?
Yes.
It's a lady that looks like a dude?
Kind of. It's very anime, like girl looks like a dude levels of like.
It's like kind of like Arn High School Host Club.
Yeah.
Kind of that. Like could pass for a boy, but is pretty much a girl.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you do you. You be whoever you want to be. That's on you.
But
if you're a furry, you're a furry. I mean, hey,
dude, the fucking so the wolf, Shigure, he this last episode, it basically is like, I have loved you forever. And of course, that's like a turmoil in and of itself. Like, he was exiled for sleeping with someone, but it turns out
fucking furries.
She had slept with another Zodiac, and in retaliation, because she views them as possessions, he slept with someone else. and in her retaliation, she just kicked him out of the household. So he lives all on his own and at his own place because they're filthy rich. And he's like an author with multiple best-selling books kind of thing. And it turns out where it's like, yeah, so Akito slept with like Kurano, who was the rooster zodiac. And
Yes, we get it.
huh?
The cock.
Shut up. And Shigure's response was, "Yo, I went and fucked your mom."
I remember me telling that.
So
We were playing fucking Overwatch. Just like, can you imagine the power move? It's like, yo, we fucked. Yo, I fucked your mom.
yeah. So and Akito has a very strong hatred for her mother, mainly because her mother doesn't like pamper her. She knows that Akito's just vindictive and views the Zodiacs as like their possessions instead of actual people, which is what they are. They all have feelings. They love individual people and have had to sacrifice their love for other individuals for the sake of keeping Akito happy. And even in a specific case, one of them, Hattori, has literally lost an eye and has a fake eye because of like Akito's like reaction, and she stabbed him in the face.
Let me get this straight. We can transform from humans to dogs back to humans, but we can't fucking heal an eye.
No, it's like there's a mystical aspect, but there's a like it's not like wizard shit. Like
at least Attack on Titan was like, listen, you can turn into a Titan, you come back, boom, you're fucking healed.
He lost an eye as a human. Like
yeah, I mean, but then you turn to an animal and you come back, you're transforming your whole body. Why can't you?
Because that's not how it works.
Listen, man. Seems like fucking bullshit to me.
They just house a spirit that they can turn into. It's technically separate.
The spirits are bullshit.
It's part of the reason why one of them lost their zodiac and they're still just a human with all of their memories and everything else. So they're kind of just a vessel that like they don't ever purposely want to turn into the zodiac anyways. That kind of thing. So
spirits are bullshit.
It's mainly just a curse. But yeah, that was a very big like, oh shit.
Was that the title of the episode? Yo, I fucked your mom.
No, but that was a super big kind of thing, especially because like it's always been hinted at that Shigure has been fairly vindictive and mean towards Akito, and then you realize where it's basically because like his love was so strong that like she viewed possessions. So he retaliated, and he's just being vindictive. It's a very, very toxic relationship, as you can guess. But
no, it doesn't seem toxic at all.
Yeah. So, needless to say, they slept together that night, and then he yoinked the fuck out of there.
You pulled out?
No. I stay in. Fill my cup. But yeah,
name of this episode,
no, it's not. But yeah, this story is very like drama, like heavy, and that especially
sounds like a Spanish soap opera.
Specifically, the like I fucked your mom portion was like just enough of a like kind of breather. From the last couple of episodes, because our main character, Toru, she's always trying to like process the information that's been given to her. Like she's aware of one of the Zodiacs being able to break the chain, and they're no longer a Zodiac, and she wants to help. Like,
she a dragon?
Yuki and Kyo, huh?
I said, is she a dragon?
No, she's just a human. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
I mean, was there more to it?
Not really.
I was making a Miss Kobayashi joke.
Yeah. I was trying to explain something. Yeah, bitch.
Listen, all you're talking about is fucking mothers. Oh, should we tell that? Did we already talk? No, we talked about it in Bondway. Hey, we're going to Anime Iowa this year.
Yes.
Justus, myself, and Calvin. Maybe Calvin will be on the podcast. Maybe not. We don't know for sure.
If not, he'll be over in the corner on the video.
Just have him like out in the corner just doing something.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be our camera guy. If you see us there,
Yeah.
I mean, say hi to us. Then next week we have our special, which is just Demon Slayer the movie.
Yes.
So make sure you watch it because we will spoil everything. That's your own damn fault. It's been out for months.
Not here in the U.S. Everyone's only just now getting the option
It's
to
been
hear
out for months. It's your own damn fault. You haven't seen it.
Yeah, because we only now get our option. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe.
Even if you didn't, please subscribe.
The choice is up to yours. You
have no.
We'll be doing the special, and then we do have the B week, which is like shows like Tokyo, Revengers, 86 to Your Eternity,
Pretty Boy Detective, which I'm super excited to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I should be caught up with Zombieland Saga by that time. It gives me 2 weeks to watch it, and I will probably just binge it the night before.
So yeah, look forward to that. Thanks.
Bye.